What is up, gamers? Welcome back to Psycho Gamer. I'm your host, Aubrey, and today we are not going to talk about Arcade 1-Up like we generally do, but today we are going to look at another pinball machine by Stern. What does that mean? Well, we're going to look at the Mandalorian pinball machine that was announced just a couple weeks ago by Stern Pinball. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and stay tuned, guys. We're going to go over this in depth and in detail. All right, welcome back once again, gamers and Star Wars fans alike. Like I said, we are going to take a look at the Star Wars The Mandalorian pinball machine that was just announced, I believe, on the 11th by Stern Pinball. We're going to take an in-depth look. We're going to look at how it looks. We're going to look at the art. We're going to look at the design and layout of this particular arcade pinball machine that, pinball really doesn't get as much credit as it really should. I mean, you look at some of the ones that just got released pretty recently by Arcade 1-Up, and digital is cool and all, but it doesn't beat having the actual machine in your house. Now, the only downside for having one of these machines is there can be some maintenance on these. You got things that dry rot, such as the rubber bumpers and pieces that eventually need to be replaced. But if you take care of them and keep them maintained, these things could last many, many, many years. For the price they are, they better last a number of years. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to switch over into my computer. We're going to take a look at pinballnews.com and look at the information they've actually laid out for us for this pinball machine. All right, here we are. Now, like I said, Star Wars The Mandalorian pinball machine. Obviously, the title is Stern announces The Mandalorian. Stern Pinball today revealed details of their latest release, Star Wars The Mandalorian, based on the popular TV series of the same name. Stern Pinball's relationship with Lucasfilm and Disney has resulted in previous Star Wars machines based on both the original movie trilogy and the comic art spin-off. The new release is based on the much more recent Mandalorian series shown on the Disney Plus channel. The Mandalorian pinball is designed by Brian Eddy, his second design for Stern after his 2019 debut with Stranger Things. They did a Stranger Things pinball machine. That was before I started really doing my videos. So if you guys want to look back at the Stranger Things pinball, go take a look at it. It features custom speech by Carl Weathers, who plays Grief Karga, and the series includes the theme music from Ludwig Göransson. Stern Pinball were able to use video material from both the first two seasons for their LCD panel in addition to their in-house generated display effects. And per Stern, they have 3 different variations: the Pro, the Premium, and the Limited Edition, with the Limited Edition restricted to 750 units. They're very expensive, but I tell you this now, people are going to buy them. So I'm going to start taking a look at it. The first one is going to be the Pro model. As usual, all the images are high resolution, and we can enlarge them just like so. So the art that you start looking at on the side here, you got the child, you got definitely our Mandalorian, you got Boba Fett, you got all the main characters that you're looking at. You got Ahsoka. So the art is really, really good. It almost makes it look like a Western when you actually look at it on the side here. So imagine if they did a Firefly one like this. You look straight ahead, you have your big speakers in the front, you have your nice big screen like they always have. You have your coin slots, your start button, you have your plunger. The Mandalorian, it's cool how they put these all over place. You have the Mandalorian logo on the side, a couple TIE fighters. This is the other 45-degree angle, pretty much showing the same stuff as the other side, except for the art. I think it's the same. Yeah, they had the same art on both sides right here, which is really, really nice. There is your actual backdrop for the Mandalorian machine. The artwork in all 3 variants by Randy Martinez was also created for Stern's earlier Star Wars movie and comic pinballs. The Pro model, which is going to be $6,199 plus tax and shipping, going to be the first to be manufactured. Features 3 flippers, 2 at the bottom in the usual place, and 3rd in the upper right in a mini playfield area right there, as you can see. So looking at this, there are a lot of lights and there's a lot of things to do. So just looking at it, you have a lot of different encounters. It's kind of hard to tell from here, but you have your Razor Crest up there. I did watch a little video of this being banged around here, so they got a bunch of different little areas to go into. You have Grogu, or the child, or Baby Yoda, as you want to call it. So you look at some of these things in here. There's only one in lane on each side and one out lane. The slingshots are also unadorned with additional lighting effects, while the playfield artwork stops around the slingshot post to avoid any problems with the ink causing a lack of adhesion between the clear coat and the playfield wood. It's still wood under there, guys, so whatever they're doing to treat these to make them not rot and fall apart, they just need to keep it up. So this is actually really, really nice. I love all the lights and all the colors. The colors, they just jump out to me. And you got a lot of different lights right here. You got your targets on the side, showing the actual Mandalorian logo, insignia. You got Grogu up there. It's the playfield area, which is pretty nice. I mean, I could see how they could have Grogu maybe grab a ball, just like he kind of did in the actual series. The child, aka Baby Yoda toy. Child rollover lanes, so it actually spills out the child up here. Roller lanes lead to the pop bumpers. Pop bumpers, super one flashing. And you got the Razor Crest ship toy, which is really cool. They've actually integrated all these little figurines and toys into this to give it more of an effect for most people. The upper right corner is the encounter mini playfield area. As you see right here, Pro model has a single flipper, but the premium and limited edition models have 2 flippers, motorizing the separate mini playfield so it can adjust the angle played during play, and having an up post at the exit to hold the ball. The left ramp can either divert the ball to the encounter mini playfield, or the ball can continue behind the back panel onto the ramp, return at the right in lane. As you can see, that's where you have your area right there with the Mandalorian's head and the mini playfield. And that's just above it, so it looks like the ball goes up and inside there. You got the target bank, and as you can see, there's the whole playfield right there. So there's a little more of a full screen of it. So hopefully you guys like that, appreciate it. You can see all your different rails, so the ball can go and just drop right down. Pro Edition has a tag. Now we're going to take a look at the premium model here. We're going into that. It has the same black wrinkle powder coat finish as the external metalwork as the Pro, but includes the same set of playfield gameplay features as a limited edition. It'll be the last model to be manufactured, hitting the line in late June. So it looks pretty much exactly the same, but I can already see that's what they were talking about, where it can kind of bang around in there. So we're going to go down this. It's actually looking like it's fairly similar, other than the art does look different. As you can see the backdrop there. The backdrop is different. The art on the sides, all the faces on the side as well. So the art is definitely stepped up a little bit a notch in here. There's the straight on look at the backdrop. You got stormtroopers. You got Grogu in the front sitting on his rock doing I'm guessing his meditation. And there's the other side as well. And oh yeah, these are all the good guys that you're looking at here. Well, I guess kind of good guys. Yeah, they're pretty much all the main characters that we've really seen here pretty recently. That backdrop is actually really cool. I kind of like that a little bit better than the one for the Pro. So here we are. So as you can see, it does have the 2 flippers right here. That one does kind of look like it moves up and down. more than anything else. So they've added a couple of other things in here. This is kind of your comparison looking at the two different play fields for the Pro as well as your premium one. You can definitely see that it is raised up there as well. You got the one flipper and the two, like they mentioned. Premium playfield is going to differ from the Pro model. Have illuminated bottom arch panels, warning decal, and action button. Flipper area of the premium on the premium. Left target bank still uses stand-ups rather than drops. And you still have the child playing field. So it's showing the child as a magnet on the premium and limited edition, so you can see that right there. So it's, I guess, it's a ball catch. Pivots on the premium and limited edition playfields, just like they said it was going to. Features two flippers compared to just one on the Pro, like they mentioned early on in the actual article here. Get a Tuscan Raider, stop post, and the exit lane. So right there, it kind of pops up. Premium limited edition models use metal wire forms for the ramp return. So as you saw in the Pro edition, that looked like they were plastic when they went across instead of actual metal rails right here. Left central shots on the premium, as you can see. Premium limited edition also add a third ramp which drops down to the right inner loop lane to feed the left ramp's return wire form. So they did add another ramp in there as well. Another Razor Crest. Got a target under the ship, a little pivot target. And you got your premium edition logo. Now here comes the limited edition, which this one really, really looks cool. I actually like that art there. So you got the Mandalorian, you got Ahsoka, you have Boba Fett, you have the child, all right up front there. And then you have the giant Razor Crest right on the side. And then you have a bunch of the other Mandalorians that they had at the end of the season. If you liked the Mandalorian series, you'll know who I'm talking about. I don't need to go into full detail about who they are, but oh, you got the big old flame. I think it's a flamethrower. I forgot. It's been a minute since I watched some of the actual series. Limited edition is going to cost you $9,199. That one's going to hurt. Comes with a mirrored back glass as opposed to the Translite film on the Pro and the Premium. Design particularly lends itself to a liberal use of mirroring on the glass. So it's going to be shiny. It's going to be reflective. So I think that's going to be a really nice thing for some people who really want this and want to feel that it actually is a premium product rather than just having a piece of basic glass up there. Bottom arch, like the rest of metalwork in limited edition, is high gloss metallic gray. Arch comes with its own set of illuminated panels. This one is actually going to be signed by Brian Eddy on the left panel. And it's still going to have just as nice art as the original ones that we saw there. The playfield almost looks like a little bit different. Maybe I'm missing that. Included with limited edition, which giving additional artwork on the inner sides of the cabinet. Oh yeah, that looks cool. You can actually see them right on the sides now. Another feature exclusive limited edition is upgraded sound system, because, you know, that's just what we need. Instruction card with limited edition model. Kind of gives you an idea on different things that you can do in the actual game. And they're going to have a more in-depth look at all three features here, which I'm not going to go into. However, I am going to post it down below, so if you guys want to scroll down into it and take a look at it yourself and do your own comparisons, that would be perfectly fine. I don't need to make this video much longer than it is, and there's going to be a bunch of other information right here. $6,200, $7,800, and $9,200. When is it released? That is a very good question. I don't know if they actually have a specific release date for it yet. But all they say, they're really going to go into production. That's really about all they're saying. So I think this is going to be a really, really cool pinball machine. I wish we had some pinball arcades around here for me to actually be able to play and give it a try. But they are very expensive machines. So that is going to do it, guys. Hopefully you really liked this video. Occasionally I will do a video on pinball machines if you haven't seen. I've done a couple other ones. I think I did one for Aliens as well a few months back. So hopefully you like this content. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Share the video with some of your friends. Maybe you have partaken in a couple forums, and maybe they'd like to see somebody talking about this particular machine that really people don't talk about pinball machines as much anymore, unless they're $400 and $500 digital pinball machines, which are more like arcade games more than anything else. So really, in my opinion, they're not true pinball machines. They can give you the feel, but they're not going to give you the true feel and the look and take up all the space that one of these full machines truly is going to take up and just be a gigantic presence of your own home arcades. But I appreciate you guys coming out as always. Stay tuned for the next video. Game on, guys.